This is 2K Sports broadcasting from the Motor City as the Pistons take it to the hardwood at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss, and that was a real body blow for them. They got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
They had their opportunity. They choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And you cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Scott is out there with Taylor, and it's Ibaka. Then there's Scott, and it's Millsap in at the 4. Outside, Scott. Right side, Millsap. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, that's a good shot there. The in-between spot for Paul Millsap looked really comfortable.
Millsap against Jackson. Here's Griffin, and then Griffin with the dunk.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Here's the Ravens with the ball. Outside, Scott. Now the feed to Millsap. Rebounded by the Pistons.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Pass to Snell. Shot clock at 5. And the shot falls this time.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Scott, and it's Scott with the jam.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's Rose with the ball for Detroit. Griffin finds Jackson. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's the Ravens with the ball. Here's Millsap. And that one hits back iron. Millsap's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Snell from outside. Detroit, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Taylor. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Pistons with possession. Basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Griffin down low. Millsap's there. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Snell, no good. Here's Scott. Over Rose. Ibaka right side. The kick out to Scott. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Drummond finds Jackson. Target from three-point range.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Back to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Up again. And no good. And it's the Ravens taking it the other way. Taylor dishes to Millsap. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Rose.
But Millsap completely fools the defense there and gets hit as a result on the shot.
And the Pistons making a change here. Kennard's checked in, and he sinks the second. Pistons trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they're going
Offensive rebound. Drummond passes to Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Pistons. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. Then for the Ravens, Howard's checked in for Ibaka. And Marcus Morris subbed in for Paul Millsap.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Griffin. Poked loose. It's stolen by Taylor. And here comes the break. And here they go. That's tipped. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Here's Morris. Dwight Howard pulls it in.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And the scoring versatility of Morris, one of his best attributes, able to beat you a number of ways.
Jackson passes to Doumbouya. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Griffin. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got his 4th rebound in this one. Scott inside, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Christian Woods checked in for Detroit. Then for the Ravens, Porter comes in for Scott, and Murray subbed in for Taylor. Jackson with it. Pass to Wood. Here's the 3. Kennard's shot is off. Here's the Ravens with the ball. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Murray outside. Kicks it to Scott. And he banks in the layup. Scott's got 8 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. Got to sum up a little more sense.
And they double up Jackson. And Morris throws it down.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
The 3. Drills it from outside. And 11 points for lights out.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
1:16 left in the first. Here's Kennard. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Scott finds Morris. The quick look, no good that time. Pistons trail by 13. And it's lights out with the foul. That's his first foul. The Ravens making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Jackson.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Morris comes over to help. It's stolen by Morris. Now, here's Doumbouya. He's covered by Iguodala. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Scott. 11 points in the game. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
For the Pistons, back on the floor.
And here is Scott. Clock at 6.
is coming in with execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
And so it's the visiting team. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Ravens here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and... Oh, wow!
Awesome. One of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now, Doumbouya. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's lights out with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Hardaway's checked in for Scott. It's stolen by T. Fast break, here they come. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, will see this franchise goes to here.
He sure will, Dave. He's a terrific player. Thank you so much. 6 to shoot. Rose. And it's sent back by Howard.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempt, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Rose can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hardaway finds Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Andre Drummond checked in for Keith Morris. Griffin comes in for Christian Wood. And Tony Snell subbed in for Doumbouya. Then for the Ravens, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Howard. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Porter.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And Ibaka kicks the tee. And it's sent back by Drummond. And here's the break. Here's Kennard. From down in the low post, it goes. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now here's Teague. Shoots over Griffin. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And that is why you run the pick and roll, because Teague is an absolute speed demon on those set plays.
Rose with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Ibaka. And can't hit the shot. They're saying that head to the free throw line. Pistons have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And the second free throw, good.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Here's Teague. Millsap trying to get open. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his third basket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Teague finds Millsap. Shoots over Griffin, trying to get open as Ibaka. Millsap misses.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's Rose, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back. I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Here's Griffin. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Griffin's got 6.
And that's what Griffin does best. They're remarkable how he maintains control and schools the D.
So the Ravens call timeout, their first.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Pistons. Then for the Ravens, Scotty's checked in for Iguodala. Murray comes in for Hardaway, and Taylor subbed in for Jeff Teague. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Snell from outside. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the right side. Shoots it. Offensive rebound.
Go over it.
Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Scott's got his second basket of the night.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Ibaka dishes to Taylor. Cans it from downtown. Taylor's got 5 points now in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Pass to Snell. To end the run. And he lays it up and in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Taylor kicks to Scott.
Dunk. Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
Most players would give anything for that kind of vertical.
But he's not giving it away. He wants to keep it all for himself.
Maybe we should call the maintenance crew. He's trying to tear the rim off.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Oh, Griffin in position. Well placed. alley-oop pass into the layup.
It has been nice to see Blake Griffin answer some early criticism and score from anywhere on the floor. That jumper is looking wet.
Here's Scott. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Drummond. Griffin's shot is good. Griffin's got 10 points.
This is confidence shown in Blake Griffin's ability to handle the rock. Nice point guard skill there.
Taylor passes to Scott. This is his second trip to the free throw line. The first one falls. A different look here for Detroit. Morris is checked in for Drummond. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. And Doumbouya is subbed in for Kennard. Then for the Ravens, Howard's checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Paul Millsap. And it's Matthews in for DeJounte Murray. To the inside, Howard with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court and finished off by Scott.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Jackson passes to Wood. Doumbouya gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. The pass to Matthews. Here's Taylor, and it's Taylor finishing it off.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what you say, right?
That's right. He was a question. Snell kicks to Wood. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Now, here's Doumbouya. Guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Morris finds Snell. Morris trying to free himself up. Snell, that's good. Snell's got 4 this quarter.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Taylor. He's got 9. And Scott has it in the corner. Shoots the 3. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well,
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Ravens on.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at the Ravens, we can't look past the huge contribution the bench provided. They've got this lead mainly because of the injection of energy and offense that they got from their reserves. That's what a coach wants to see. I'm guessing the minutes will be spread out a little bit in the second half. And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from lights out.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the front line, the talented duo of Griffin and Drummond. Rose is out there with Jackson, and it's Snell in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
On the wing, Jackson brings it to the arc.
A reliable 3-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
Here's Taylor. Great D that time from Griffin. And it's Detroit's ball. Here's Snell. That shot, no good. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Here's Taylor. Knocks down the 3 ball. Taylor's got 12 in the game.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And here's Rose outside, and it's blocked by Scott. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And that one's good. Drummond, 7 points in the game.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Passes it to Taylor. Outside, Scott. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got 9 rebounds in the game. Heading on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm." And that's what I've done. So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Up top, Griffin. over Millsap. Griffin's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Taylor dishes to Millsap. Yep, that one goes in there. Millsap's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, right now, Millsap taking on the challenge and going right at him.
Rose kicks to Drummond. Jackson against Taylor. Pass to Snell for the three. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Taylor against Jackson. The guy to shot. Puts it up from 12, and that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
Here's Taylor, and stolen by Drummond. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. And Rose, wide open, he shoots. Off target with his three.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Releases. Millsap kicks to Scott. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Without question, lines out displaying his skill today.
Here, talking over. He's really eating them up, and they've tried a few different looks defensively. Nothing quite getting it done.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Morris is checked in for Griffin. Doumbouya comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Kennard in for Jackson. Rose passes to Kennard. Pass to Doumbouya. Here's Kennard. He's covered by Iguodala. Drummond in the post. Millsap on him. A beautiful reverse layup. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Here's Millsap. Nice form on the 20-footer. Millsap's got 9.
That kind of shot is what Millsap is making his career of.
Here's Kennard. He's covered by Iguodala. And there's a pass to Drummond. Here's Rose. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
And that's just an intelligent play by Rose, taking advantage of whatever the D gives him.
Porter looking it over. He dishes it to Murray. Back to Porter. Passes it to Iguodala. That three off the mark. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Detroit. Here's Kennard. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Murray with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And it's sent back by Drummond. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Tries again. Millsap kicks to Morris. It's good. Millsap the assist. Morris got a second pass to the game.
And the confidence of Morris. Even with the hand in his face, he knows he can deliver.
Rose passes to Doumbouya. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Iguodala. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Iguodala's got his first bucket of the night. Pass to Kennard. Pistons passing it around. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Millsap. And it's sent back by Millsap. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Wood, he's checked in for Doumbouya. Then for the Ravens, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Millsap. Matthews comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Teague in for Murray. Porter passes to Morris. Feeds it to Howard. It's good. Howard's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket.
Rose scanning the floor. Here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Morris, no good. Here's Wood, guarded by Porter.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
And typically, he is not the major force in that regard, but good enough to punish a soft defense on that play.
For the Pistons, Bruce Brown comes in for Drummond, and it's Frazier in for Rose.
Hard to deny many of the skills that Dwight Howard brings to the floor on a nightly basis. Not just a force on defense, but has those nights on offense where he can be imposing as well.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Frazier against Teague. Morris, left side. And so it's the visiting team. Ahead by 26 points. We get ready for the break. It's been the right defense. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for the Ravens, we've got Hardaway. Howard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Matthews, and it's Teague in at the point guard position. Shoots. And it's Brown missing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Ravens. Wood, Frazier. Teague on the double team. Pass to Maker. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Galloway, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Morris, no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
High, arcing shot. It's good.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and potential physically they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
Jackson against Morris. To the middle. Here's Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And Griffin showing off some of his star quality in this game here tonight, capable of scoring from anywhere and hard to lock down when he gets this kind of confidence.
And Ibaka kicks to Teague. Griffin against Morris. Here's Scott. Offline with his three. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. Rose can't hit.
I'll be honest, I thought there's no way that he's missing that close. That's a bunny. Give it up for the aggressive defense, Kevin.
Scott dishes to Ibaka. On the wing, Scott. He's covered by Rose. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Teague the pass to Scott. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Doomboy is checked in for Tony Snell. We're talking about home court advantage. You feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home. Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got 4 this quarter. Teague's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. There's the pass to Rose. Dishes it to Griffin. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ibaka. Morris kicks to Teague. The kick out to Scott. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his 2nd 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard in the NBA was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage for them.
Here's Maker, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
Iguodala kicks to Ibaka. Looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And Griffin slams it in.
So pretty when it's effortless like that. Blake Griffin up in the air, throwing it down, all second nature.
And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. And the Pistons making a change here. Galloway is checked in. Then for the Ravens, Matthews comes in for Andre Iguodala. Hardaway is subbed in for Jeff Teague. Here's Galloway, guarded by Hardaway. Galloway with the bucket.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Murray surveying the D. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance and really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Ravens.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lights Out.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
Over in the corner, Matthews. Shoots over Brown. Rebounded by Maker. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Passes it to Frazier. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Frazier.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
Murray with the bounce pass. Hardaway passes to Porter. Murray outside. And so it's the Ravens with the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.